Oh my God, you guys. Gina Han is back. And listen, we already know Diddy's going through his own humiliation ritual he set up for himself with Donald Trump begging for a pardon. Gina looks like she set up her own humiliation ritual too. Y'all, Gina just posted the most unhinged, disturbed, stupid, dumb, naive, follower, groupie, bottom beat. What else can we call her? Text I've ever seen. First, she posted Free Diddy. Real original, Gina. Did Christian type that for you and put it in the group chat for you to post? She then said, "You sheeps act like I can't forgive a man I once loved." Very clever, Gina. Very clever. Because once love, yes, this is pure friendship. What Young Miami got to say about this? She still hasn't responded. Gina went on to say, with her whole entire chest, you know, the one Diddy punched in and stomped out, "I'm not gonna kick him while I'm down, cause y'all want me to. B, I don't even know you. The F, lol, goofies." Oh, the irony. I would like to spend an hour in Gina's head. Just 1 hour. I just want to look around. I just want to look around and figure out how things work. She said, "Goofies, I'ma always have his back." Now, normally, we would just laugh this off, but we actually got to talk about this, and we got time, and Gina wants to be the topic of the discussion, so let's give it to her. "I'm not going to kick him like he's down because y'all want me to." We want you to do what? Who? Who let Gina into this conversation? Who? Nobody was thinking about her. Gina is so irrelevant to the conversation because once you identify yourself as a dummy, you are so irrelevant to the conversation. No one is thinking about you. Diddy ain't thinking about you. At least I don't think he's using you. His family ain't thinking about you because they was fine watching him dog stomp you out. And they didn't care. Did they send texts? "Hey, sorry about that." Did they? Who's thinking about you? You are the one putting yourself in the center of this. You are the one. You were so irrelevant. You thought you dropped the mic drop and wrote a letter to the judge that probably is going to bring more charges against Diddy and got the feds looking at you like you a problem. And the thing is, she happy to be a soldier. She might want to go to jail for this man. I don't know. I can't wait, whether it's 1 month, whether it's 6 years, whether it's 10 years, for Diddy to get out and start treating Gina like he always did. Young Miami was being flown out to private islands. Diddy had you dancing in an apartment with dirty carpet behind you, doing interviews for Tasha K, begging up. You know what? Let's get into this because let's get back into Gina's thing. You act like I can't forgive a man I once loved. Oh, that's smart. Did Mark Agnifilio tell you to write that? Once loved, not to make it look like you are in love because that might influence the judge. Gina then tweeted, "Free Diddy." Free Diddy. Free Diddy. Did Christian pop that in the group chat and tell you to cut and paste? That's so original. Now, this is funny because I remember. Let's go back to the past. How Diddy had her in a dirty carpet apartment before all this went down. Again, I think Gina's probably so happy now that she's getting the Jane treatment of finally having money spent on her. I think Young Miami might be sick though. Because I think she wants to come out and defend Diddy too. Because don't forget, she was right in the middle of that mud bombing stage. Sorry, love bombing. I think she actually might want to too. But let me say this, right? This is the one thing Young Miami would always laugh at Gina about. The one thing Cassie always laughed at her about. And the one thing that Jane always laughed at her about. The fact that she is doing all this, was doing all that freaky deaky stuff for Diddy. But she was in a small, dirty carpet apartment while Carisha was on private islands. Y'all, listen, the funniest tweet, Gina then went on to say, "I've never been the type of person to follow crowds or trends. I'm not a follower." This is the funniest tweet in context of everything that's going on. Now, before we get into why, I do want to say something. Predators really know how to pick their victims. Like, it seems like Gina and all the victims at one point were so starved for the validation and attention and competition from other women that they will not only put up with anything, but they will jump into action to defend this mofo. Oh my God. Again, can we not forget that Gina, Miss Goofy's low, I'm not going to kick them while I'm down. You are the epitome of a follower. You didn't want to use your name till Cassie said she was going to use her name. Remember that? You fought with the prosecutors to be able to use your own name and not be victim number 3 because Cassie said, I'm standing on 10 toes on business a week before she went missing. After Cassie said she wanted to use her name, Gina pop up, yeah, me too, me too. You are the epitome of a follower. You followed Cassie. You followed Young Miami. Again, she is like a ghost trying to compete with the memory of every woman that he has been with and every woman that he's with now. Again, Gina is literally a groupie begging to be let back in Diddy's harem. She is the ultimate follower. But the thing is, she's a failed follower. She couldn't even succeed at being a follower. And it's so sad because this just lets me know you can't save people that don't want to be saved, even after all these years. And that's what she wants to go back to. Man, I kiss this up to God. It's whatever. And she want to go back with her chest? Again, and it's so sad. Some people think she's trying to triangulate the public. As if she didn't assert herself like, yeah, Diddy, it's me and you against the world. But I will say this. I don't even think that's true. I don't think she cares about the public. She cares about the opportunity to prove herself useful to Diddy. And she thinks she's going to be rewarded for it when he comes out. I know what she's going to be rewarded with. Foot 1, right step. He's going to be doing the H-Town stomp. Foot 1, foot 2, fist 1, fist 2. Because at the end of the day, Gina is sitting here calling everybody else goofies because we saw the Tasha K interview. Because what she allows that man to do to her is illegal and abuse. But even if she doesn't care, dummy, this ain't about you. This is the United States versus Sean Diddy Combs. You go be on Dummy Island. This is for everybody else, men and women that don't want to be subjected. But Gina's too ditzy and dumb and pressed and stupid to get that. She really thinks she's won. You sitting there happy you getting a call from the group text. Happy the kids are acknowledging you and giving you a position of honor. Happy that Mark Agnifilo is what? Making 3-way calls for you to talk to your man. And you're too stupid to realize, or maybe you're just desperate for that love, affection to be validated to actually even care about what's happening. Because even if it's fake, it feels so good to be living in a fantasy you had for the last 10 years while you was bottom B to Cassie, while you was bottom B to Jane, while you was bottom B to Chelsea, while you was bottom B to Kim, while you was bottom B to Young Miami. This woman called you racial slurs and said she was going to have you on your knees. Diddy was going to have you on your knees doing whatever. And you still... Woo, Lord, please give my female descendants the discernment not to be Gina Han's. Please, in the future, Lord, please bless my DNA pool. Anyway, again, she thinks she's going to be rewarded coming out of this. Listen, I think that Diddy is going to make her pay for her testimony. And again, some people could argue that all of Diddy's angels thinks it's an opportunity to rework their rankings among his many girls that he keeps on retainers. But the question is, how much is the retainer? Jane was only getting $10K a month. And again, Jane Doe told y'all, it's your house being paid for. And for Gina, I think it's probably even less than that. You can't tell me somebody that was proudly dancing in a dirty carpet apartment, dating a billionaire, talking about, yeah, ho. I'm like, baby, you can't buy this type of stupidity. Again, she had that dirty carpet in her apartment. And again, you want to hear some real talk? All jokes aside, I think Gina's probably paying Diddy paying for him through collect call jail fees just to hear his voice. Like, Young Miami had a private island. Jane was living in luxury. Chelsea, baby, she doing good too. Gina popped up in a Vegas strip mall. He didn't even, remember we were like, oh my God, she's on an island, this and that. He didn't even have her sitting up on an island somewhere. She was in Vegas, hiding out, proudly doing paparazzi strolls in front of Whole Foods. Babe, listen. Again, I think Gina is so broken down. She's probably willing to settle for the girl that she's competing with to be humiliated over them. But how you gonna humiliate Young Miami? At the end of the day, Young Miami still, I don't care what anybody said, was the star power between. I don't give a damn what Bad Boy was doing 20 years ago. Young Miami was a city girl and she was a draw. And Diddy was trying to be a substitute and suck every little bit of light she had out of her. And I do think that Gina is probably willing to settle for it, whoever she's competing with right now, to be humiliated by Diddy for them. Because when you listen to both Cassie and Jane Doe's testimony, they both said what made them most mad is when he started doing stuff for other women and putting them first. Again, it's crazy how stupid Gina is. Again, I would like to just be in her head for an hour. I just want to walk around. But the fact, the irony that she literally is calling the world goofy for a man that tried to stomp a baby out of her. Yo, listen, let me know what you think in the comments. Shout out to Gina Han, the biggest loser out all this. Once a dummy, always a dummy. And I bet you if Jane Doe was getting 10K a month, Gina probably getting 3,500. I don't even see that. I think Diddy is probably telling Christian to give her some money to go to Whole Foods. I don't know. Whatever he giving you, girl, you need to up the price because this still ain't enough. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.